All right, guys. Let's jump in here with a little bit more Starfield. So, yes, I have been foregoing messing around with the other games, namely Skyrim and Fallout, you know, and instead have been just concentrating on Starfield as of late because, it's my favorite game and it's something new and want to get through it. So, here we are. Um, yeah, so for those of you guys along for the ride, thank you, appreciate it. Um, those of you guys, if you like this kind of content, you want to support the channel, hit the like button, give me a comment, let me know what you think if you tried this DLC, and also hit that subscribe button. We're closing in oh so slowly, but we're getting there to our first 1,000 subscribers, and of course, as you all know, that truly does help out the channel. Helps us present more and more content like this. So anything you can do to help out is greatly appreciated. So we have a few missions or a few things that we can do next. So one, we got to go up here. We're going to talk to Chan. How do we get out of here? Okay. So now we can start taking things as opposed to, I think, can I open that? Nope. Well, let's see. So before it was stealing, but now we can actually. Oh no, still stealing, still stealing. We're not gonna do that then. Gosh darn it! All right, so let's make ourselves useful. So we're here. I don't know anything about Bernard Keebler, but let's give him a look see.
Oh, these young fools, so certain of their morality. What do they know, eh?
You speaking my language, brother. Oh my gosh, how do we all of a sudden? Look, foolish or not, their bravery should be commended.
Yes, let us celebrate the young and the fearless and build monuments to their heroism.
No one said all that now.
Let them watch us toast them from the pits of their early graves.
I did not survive the tragedy of Shinar just to forget its lessons.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Shinar was a research outpost built out in the far reaches of space. We were humble scientists, studying the land and making discoveries.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a peaceful place.
It was, which makes it all the more tragic. It was taken from us. There was a shipwreck with a lone survivor. We rescued him, brought him back, and treated his wounds. He repaid us by stealing our ship, wrecking our comms, and leaving us there to die.
This sounds like an awful person.
All because we gave him shelter. Because we did the right thing.
No, that's not why. It doesn't mean you have to stop doing what's right.
On the contrary, to continue to do a foolish thing is the definition of insanity.
Not quite,
Pirate
but
was
close.
a smart one, taking advantage of our foolishness.
Okay, look. The pirate was an awful person. Not everyone is awful. Not everyone who is down on their luck is going to be a thief in the waiting to steal all your stuff. Doesn't mean you stop being the person you are. The person you are, not what they are. You are. Look, you know what? I can find him. I can go to Shinar and follow the trail if you want.
I've all but given up on finding him, but if you feel the need, here are the coordinates.
Actually, I'm kind of looking forward to
what
it.
you'll find there, but it may point you to what you seek.
Okay. So what can you tell me about this pirate? Do you have a description?
He was a real bear of a man. Soft-spoken, but forceful.
Mm-hmm.
What few words he used, he didn't mince. A man like that tends to get respect, but it's all a ruse. And he fooled us just long enough to give us the slip.
Are you against joining the Vanguard?
I am against volunteering for any fight I've no stake in, yes.
Well, that sounds very cowardly.
Once you
of
open your eyes, see the world for what it really is, you'll realize the truth. All things you believe honorable and chaste mean nothing when you are cold and starving and crossing swords with death.
I think it means everything at that point. All right, man.
I grow weary of this galaxy.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of one of the mindset that you are who you are. Nothing should change that. You have an inner thing about you, an inner way of doing things, in a way of believing.
If you need a job, I have an opportunity.
I don't know what the
you'd be
arbitrator
interested
is. Let's talk to him.
in. If you're looking for work, I need someone to do a job for me. Preferably someone that isn't burdened by morality.
Well, that depends on the job.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm looking for someone that is willing to kill people. People that may or may not deserve it. For money. No questions asked. Are you that special someone?
I am not. I'm used to this type of work. I don't know, man. Because I'm not just going to kill you. You know what I mean? You got to tell me why this person needs to die. And why am I not just trying to bring them in? But we're going to...
Good. My intel shows the target is at this location. Take them out and bring me proof of the kill.
So now we're assassins. That's a little bit different. But we're not going to worry about that one just yet. But we got that one loaded. Locked and loaded. What's in here? Who are you?
Lost?
Study.
Just too drunk to realize this isn't the bar.
You got to... Oh. Are you okay? You seeming to be in a bad mood.
Yeah? Well, I just got some bad news. What the hell do you care?
Well, I'm hoping you're not the doc with that bedside manner. Talking about a problem is the first step in solving it.
What are you, a psychiatrist?
Mm.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's my son, Miles. He's a cargo pilot. Makes some dangerous runs. He got ambushed by spacers. They seized the ship and took him as a hostage.
Oh,
His
well.
co-pilot, Lucia, managed to escape from the spacer hideout. She sent me a message begging for help. I just don't know who to turn to.
Well, right here. Okay, look, I'll get your son back for you.
You would do that? Really?
That's what we
Sorry
do, bro.
if I seem a little in shock. Most people around here don't stick their neck out for others.
I'm not like that.
Thank you. Sincerely.
All right, give me the...
There's one more thing.
Uh-huh.
My son and I had a falling out. We haven't spoken in years.
All right.
If you mention me, I'm not sure how he'll react. It might be better not to. Anyway, just thought you should know.
All right, we'll... You want to tell me what happened between you two?
Look, I don't know you, and that's a sensitive subject.
Okay, no problem.
I'm sure you'd want your privacy respected if our roles were reversed. Especially if it involved the greatest regret of your life.
Yeah, but you're asking me to go out and risk my life to go save him. I'm just saying. Look, I'm not looking to drag up any family drought, you know. All right, I understand.
I appreciate that. Now, please, hurry. My son's life is in your hands.
All right, we're going to set that one. So this one is first, then the Shinar.
Looking for something in particular?
Yeah.
The ship that just docked. That was you, right?
Yeah, that was me.
You must be relieved to have made it here safe and sound.
You seem a little nervous. Everything okay?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I just can't stop thinking about the dangers all around us.
Oh,
A
girl, you
rickety
gotta
old
calm
star
down,
station
babe.
on the fringes of explored space. What's there to be nervous about?
Oh gosh. Why are you surprised I'm safe though? Is this area bad?
This area?
Yeah.
Well, if you mean the Algorab system, then maybe. It's pretty remote out here. There's no United Colonies or Freestar Collective patrol ships. But that's not what I mean. Space travel is incredibly dangerous. Anyone who arrives safely is lucky.
Yeah, I'm okay. But space travel has its risk. It's not really anything I can't handle.
Well, maybe you just haven't stopped to consider the hazards of space.
I
Think
see
about it.
them.
There's
I
pirates
face
and
them.
spacers out there who'd love nothing more than to blast you into atoms. Not
Yeah.
to mention micrometeorite storms, cosmic rays, and the icy vacuum of space itself. You think your ship will protect you, but one loose bolt in your hull, one faulty circuit in life support, that's all it takes.
It's a very fatalistic outlook you have there.
Nothing I said is a lie. All those
Well,
dangers are
nothing you
very,
said
very
is
real.
exactly 100%
All that
true
stands
all the
between us
time
and
either.
horrifying death in the vacuum of space is a few metal walls. Good luck getting a decent night's sleep with that on your mind. In any
Oh,
case, you made the perilous journey to our little speck of light in the abyss. So, how can I help you?
growing a pair. Let me see what you got in stock.
You've got it.
Oh, look at this. Apparel. Apparel. What the heck am I doing? Ooh, what do we got? We got some heel paste, and it's like inexpensive. I'm spending money like I got all kinds of money to spend. Oh, look at, she got 550 million credits. What? I think right now we better be selling her all the kind of stuff. All right, what she got? She got nothing. What are your resources you got? You got fiber. I don't need that much fiber, but I will take a good decent amount. Oops. Let's do this. I'm gonna take, how heavy is it? That's 30 pounds. We're gonna take that much. Why am I taking that much fiber? Because, oh shoot, I'm gonna take those too. I'm gonna take 10 of those. Oh, and hey, can I get about 20 of those? Um, I got tons of that. I got tons. I think I got tons of that. Mercury. Where's Mercury? Does she have Mercury? I don't know how to spell it. She doesn't though. At least I didn't see it. All right. And then what am I carrying? Anything worthwhile? She may want to. All right. What's our ship? Okay. I don't know if there's any way to sort. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, that. All right. All right. So, see this adaptive frame? Do we really need that many of them? Um, okay. Holy cow. Mm-hmm. Just looking to see, like, helium. We're gonna keep all our helium, all the heliums. As a matter of fact, oops. How many do we have? All right, we'll give it a half of those. Half of those. Uh huh. Uh huh. Am I buying? I'm selling, right? Holy cow. You know what I need to do? And I think I can actually do it, and I should when I'm on my ship. All right. All right. Hey,
Oh, my time's up? Okay.
yeah, collect 20 membrane for Dr. Darvish. Who's Dr. Darvish? All right. Oh, hey, Killian.
Opportunity can be found even in a place like this. Or perhaps, especially in a place like this.
All right.
Gillian Bryce. I offer various items for a fair price.
Hey, I'm Patricia Brooks. Good to meet you.
Likewise. And may I say, your timing is fortunate. I have a network of buyers interested in obtaining rare and dangerous chemical compounds.
Oh, dang.
Being controlled substances, a permit is required to transport the compounds. Of course, for the resourceful ship's captain, there are always other options.
Resourceful ship's captain sounds an awful lot like a polite way of saying criminal.
Oh, goodness. So basically what you're saying is you need a smuggler.
Not quite. There's a little more to it. Occasionally, in dire circumstances, pilots have to jettison their illicit cargo. I have the location of one such lost shipment, and I need someone to retrieve it. There could be other interested parties, so danger is a possibility.
All right. Sounds simple enough.
It could hardly be simpler. I'll provide the coordinates and let you be on your way.
All right.
You can find me here when you have the cargo.
All right. I'd like to see inventory.
I'm sure you'll find something useful.
All right. We're not worried about. All right. He's got some space suits. What do you got? You got the Apollo. Don't want that. Oh, that's new. Oh, that looks good. But I already have one of those. And then, oh my God, what in the world? The heavy miner powered. Wow. But look at it though. It's a powered rig. That one's, oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Got the Deimos, the Mercury, and the Reusion stealth. Wait, Reusion stealth? Nope. Okay. And then helmets. Any decent ones? They look luxurious space helmet. Superior luxurious space helmet. What do you got for aid? Ooh, you got med packs. Antibiotics, consumables. What do you got? Ooh, midnight special. Of course you got midnight special. All right, man. Peace.
Very well.
Yes, very well. All right. So this kind of reminds me of. Actually, it kind of reminds me of how the setup for what's that place called? The Crimson Fleet, the Key. Kind of reminds me how the Key is set up with all the little stations. Who's this guy? All right, that's security. I wanted to talk to. We need to talk to the Chan fella before we leave, because I'm sure he's gonna hook us up with a mission. Now he was down around here somewhere. Probably him right here. Hey, Chan
You
Wong.
might want to get out of here while you still can.
It's too late, bro.
Spacers are planning a raid on this place, and it could happen soon.
If that's true, maybe you should. Oh no, why? What happened?
There's a spacer gang that makes regular stops here. They've caused trouble before, but nothing too serious. Word is they've got a new leader who's violent and bloodthirsty in the extreme. Ever since, they've been a lot worse. One of them threatened to shoot a patron, so I locked him up. His friends stormed out, promising to come back for some retribution.
Okay.
They said they were bringing everybody.
All right, look, I'm not going anywhere.
We'll do our best to protect you, but there's only a few of us.
Sounds
I
like
can't
you need
guarantee
help.
your safety.
Leave it to me. I'm not gonna let spacers harm innocent people.
Believe me, I don't want to see that happen. I wish I could spare someone to help you, but I just can't risk it. Now listen, there's no need for excessive bloodshed here. Take out the leader and they'll get the message. Good luck out there.
Alright. Defeat the spacer leader. I think I have to... Alright, first... God dang, man. We got... Alright, defeat the spacer leader. Alright. Where's that at? This one. I wonder if this is going to be a ship battle instead. Oh, dang. Alright, where am I going? Probably have to get into the slipstream cruise lanes. Here it is. Alright. So this. Seriously? Why didn't you make this one easy? Alright, hold on. Let's back out. Alright, so basically you're saying I need to go there. Right? So I need to get here first. You're running low on fuel, of course. Hold on, though. What's this over here? Settler Venture. Okay. Don't worry about that. We should do an experiment while we're here. What do we need to do is get out of the seat for a minute. Alright. Let's go over here real quick. Beginning tank transfer of 471 helium. 3. What's cool is you can actually hear it. So it's going to let us know once we're fueled up. I think it just did. So we should be pretty good. All right. Right, already surveyed. Sensor contact. I'm not worried about that. Hold on. What I'm curious about is this, right? Let's go like right here. Where's our target? Right there. I wonder. This is what I'm wondering, right? We go into the cruise, right? And nope, we can't just cruise all the way there. That's what I wanted to see. So we're gonna exit. All right, get back in here. All right, still too far. All right, let's back out so we can go to Al Batani. I think it's too far because we haven't been there already. Not just because we take too much fuel. I don't think will. Gosh darn it. Have we been here before? But look at that. No. Each got water. It's got copper. No helium. I know I usually like the... Wait. Where am I going? Oh. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Sectors. I have not explored that. I know we've been to Hyla though. Right. Well, maybe not this one in particular. So, this is where we're going.
Hello, Captain. We pose no threat here. Quite the opposite.
Well,
Our ship's full of the faithful.
I already have everything locked in. I'm sorry. I'll chat with you another time. Alright, we're at 45% fuel level. It's not so bad. But that does tell us that we don't have enough fuel to make it all the way back. So we gotta refuel before we go. Alright. Is this the planet? Oh, there, yeah, right here. Village colony. Defeat the spacer leader. Okay. My bad. I didn't realize we were all the way that right there. It's a fight. It's gonna be a fight. Alright, let's see what happens. I missed that. Man, I would love to take the... But I don't want to make the other guy. Who's with me? See? Oh, look at this. Alright. Where am I going? Deserted listening post. I think this is where we're headed. Isolated maintenance hangar. Civilian outpost. Maybe that's not where we're... Crash site. Waste processing. Alright, yeah. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Where am I going? Oh, right there. Village colony. 400. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be scanned. Okay. All right, 21% oxygen, 6 degrees. So it is chilly here. Pharmaceutical kit. Oh.
I'm picking up faint signs of life in the area.
We just going guns a-blazing. Staying on this one. Level 94. Don't run. Yep, this is the one. Oh, snap. Snap.
Combat simulation complete. Adjusting.
Need help now!
Oh.
Now!
Where?
It is a fact that my firepower exceeds yours.
I want to lose one.
No. Updating
What do you got?
parameters.
Scraps. Any more inside? Oh, chunks of beef. God dang. Wait, what was this? Hazmat suit. Alright, let's check out this guy.
What's that?
Oh, you're going down!
Adjusting per new data.
They're gone!
No, we're not gone yet. Don't worry. We're still looking for you. It's just that there's some stuff here.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Why are you killing the workers?
Just die already! Got you!
Oh, dang. You gonna come up on me? With a knife? You realize this is a gunfight, right? Alright, you know what? No mercy. No mercy. And just because, I mean, technically it's over because you're not going to do anything now, I do think the rest of you need to be taken out.
I doubt the enemy will return.
Probably not. Oh, look at this. Our target. Oh, look at that. More X-Attack. What's that? Yeehaw. It's like we're picking up something. We're finding something and we get the yeehaw. Just not sure what it is. Foods in us. Well, not in us, but pick up some foods. Oh, what the heck is this? Land shark. Hey, I'm never gonna say no to credits. Bourbon. Oops. Alright. I think that's about it.
Oh, you're going to regret this.
Oh yeah?
No more enemies remaining.
Who's regretting what? Oh. Seaweed snack. Minor incursion. Travel. Alright. Alright. But we're not ready for that yet. Guess we could. right, so we got that. First things first. Let's go and all right. There's a minor incursion over Nicola 3. There's major. Oh my gosh, look at that. Major incursions in these. All right, we'll hit a minor, and then maybe. Did it say we can't? Start equal. There we go. Oh, we gotta get up. Alright. 234 helium. Maybe that's all that was left in there. Yep, that was all that was left. Oh yeah? Yep, you ended it. I'm going here. Ooh, that's basically all of our fuel. I think one of the things we need to do is start working on. Oop, is start trying to work on fuel efficiency for the ship. Maybe worry more about using that X-Tech to make our ship a little more fuel efficient. All the way up. All right, what does it say? Gain access to the reactor, travel to Nicola. All right, so we got several. is not where you want to get in the way. Guys. Guys. Seriously? Alright. Hold on. Hold on. Open door. Destroy the reactor. Alright. I was expecting a little bit more. Hold on. Stand back. Incursion cleared, and then the pill is really? That's it? No idle threat. Alright, we'll figure it out. And yes, I don't remember what the first one was on there. So I don't know if we picked up X Tech or not. But it would be very much appreciated if we had. But, make it worthwhile. Because we haven't picked anything else up. Get up. See, now the problem with the siphon is I don't trust it. Like, okay, we'll give it a try. I want a siphon. Okay, siphoning from non-combatant vessels is illegal in the Settle systems. Be mindful of this before continuing. If you uncouple from this vessel, siphoning will be unavailable until docking is initiated again. Initiate. Nice. I mean, we didn't get much from it. Now we got to get up. This is the tedious part right here. We got to get up. All right, we're at 100%. Nice. Then we got to sit back down. we don't. Old wounds and ink at anchor point. I'm at a physician. All right, yeah, we want to get this one. Rescue Miles, but Butler. Where are we going? Ooh. All right, we got fuel for it. Just so we haven't been there yet. All right, so we got to go to Tadacha. First stop. Still too far out. Should have scanned this planet. Moving on. Oh, look at that. Gazal. Do you remember that? Alright. So what place is that? Nira. Right. So when Lynn first talks to Barrett's like, yeah, that mine on Bendy. And she's like, this is all. So that's the sulfur mine that he first had to check out. No, I don't believe it's successful. Right.
Hailing.
Scan.
Unknown vessel. Colonists here in distress. Please,
Hey, what's up?
thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with, List, and
Right.
we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost.
That's terrible. Sounds like you're in a tough spot.
Listen, we have kids listening, so let's just say affirmative. Very much affirmative. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth.
Well, I'm not worried about how much you got to pay, but I'm kind of hoping I do, and I sure enough do. Hey, looks like you're in luck. I got the iron you need.
That should do us. Thank you. And this should cover the iron, and then some. We'll be heading out hopefully shortly.
Oh, thank you. All right. Good luck. All right. All right. Extreme environment. And here's our abandoned outpost. All right. Let's get in here. I wonder what kind of was it spacers that took them, right? Good episode. we'll take this. Armor pack. Frostwolf. I think we wanted to go in stealth. I guess they know we're here. Right? Hey, Spacer Savage. Look at this gun. I think it's the vampiric one.
Come on!
I think. Let me look at that real quick. Yep, bloodthirsty. So right now I'm using the bloodthirsty. There it is. It's got burst fire. It's high powered suppressor. It's instigating, so does 50% more damage on enemies at full health. And loading, I believe that means it shoots an extra round every third or fourth round, I think, or something like that. I forget. And then frenzy. And we have another one that is nice and special as well. Which one is it? Incendiary. Oh, this is it right here. Saboteur. We'll use that one when we know we're going up against robots. Dang, man. We're just running blindly into all kinds of just minefields. Alright, we gotta go up and in. Yeah, I know, so much for stealth, right? We're not even trying to hide the fact that we're...
I'm gonna find you!
Really? I'm right here. Is that a turret?
Here we go. Die! Die!
been a month since we found this helium-3 extraction site. All right, we're gonna extract some before we leave. Hopefully. We're going in the back door. All right, let's not shoot that. We can shoot. Let's not jump in there.
Oh, there you are! Need assistance now!
Worth 13,000 credits.
Get me out of here! I'm begging you! Who are you? You're not one of them.
Nope. Should I try it? Should I try it? Because I am. No, I'm here to rescue.
You have no idea how happy I am to hear those words. If you're here, that must mean Lucia made it out. Thank goodness.
She sent a message to your father. And he sent me.
I'm sorry, did you say my father?
I did.
I haven't seen or heard from him in so long. I really didn't think he wanted me in his life anymore. Truth is, after all this time, I'm starting to feel the same way.
You know, if you want to talk about it, I'm listening.
Yeah. You risked a lot coming out here, so it's the least I can do.
He was a doctor, well respected, but arrogant.
Most of them are.
My wife was about to give birth, and there were complications. The life-threatening kind. He demanded to do the surgery, but it wasn't his area of expertise.
There's the arrogance.
His hubris cost both of their lives. He left the very next day and cut off all contact.
Oh, that's truly awful. I'm so sorry.
You know, he's at the anchor point. You should reach out. Maybe heal the rift.
I don't know. It's been a real long time. I'm not even sure how much he cares anymore.
I think he does. Look, the sooner you do this, the more time you'll have.
It's funny. My wife used to say that too. I should have listened.
Look, I suspect your father's guilt is preventing them from reaching out, so it's gonna be up to you.
I'm the victim here. I'm the one who's owed an apology.
I know. I didn't say you weren't. You're his own flesh and blood, right? I promise you. He wants to hear from you.
Believe it or not, I do have some good family memories. They just got buried.
Alright, look. You can't ignore the pain forever. It's time to start healing.
After a while, you learn to live with the pain.
Alright.
I know what you're trying to say, but it doesn't change anything. We both made our choices, and now we have to live with them. I'm gonna rest here for a little bit, and then use the transmitter to call Lucia for a lift. I'm afraid I've got nothing to offer you but gratitude. They took everything else.
Who's Cuddy? Is Cuddy the, kind of ironic. Cuddy is the physician, the doctor. We want to go after the contraband here? Apparently we do. I don't know that everything in there was worth taking. Opportunity and living quarters. This extraction site is a chance for us to start over and leave our past behind, where we aren't pirates anymore. We're just regular people. Man, it feels good to say that. Alright. Well, guess what? Somebody didn't agree with you, because so what they're talking about is up here. Need to get inside here and see what's. Hey. Woo. Man, that hit us hard. All right, we got a bag. Ooh, Solomon's Adventures. Yeah, that's those things. If I hear one, I have to go get it. A lot of loot. They abandoned us. I can't believe Consolidated Mining abandoned us. Apparently, the installation wasn't profitable enough. I should have listened to Corey. These megacorps have no humanity. It's always money first. What a bunch of a-holes. We haven't heard anything from them since they've cut us off, and we're about to run out of supplies. On top of that, we don't have a ship who can't let us go home. We don't have a ship who can't let us go home. Oh god. Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the value? Oh, that's worth some money. Mm-hmm. All right. Update friend and foe. Recalibrate friend and foe. All right. Remove combat inhibitors. Confirm. Activate turrets. Oops. It sure is.
Targets.
Oops, did I do that? I feel like I did that. I feel like that was on me. Alright. They're supposed to be. There's one over this way. God dang it with these mines, man. I am like missing them 100%. Okay. What's our next mission? Alright, so that one's knocked out. Reclamation. Retrieve the top of the compound. Alright, help investigate. That's the one. That's that. Alright. As long as there's no enemies around and we're not over encumbered, we can just fast travel right back to the ship.
Anyone out there? I'm in need of some help. Don't move! Be very careful. There's a satellite located between those mines. Any explosion will ruin the data. Think you could extract some files? I'll pay you for the work.
Thanks for saying something, because I was about to go into that satellite. I'm not risking my ship for you, bro.
Understandable. I'll have to try this myself.
Alright, good luck.
Right. Wish me luck.
The satellite blow up. Alright, well, we'll just clean up, and then the satellite's gone too. Gosh darn it. Okay. How far out is that? Ship doesn't have enough fuel to make the jump. Oh, yeah, we're... Okay. And we forgot to look for, no, we forgot to see if we could get some of that helium. But hopefully we have a bunch of bottles of ship fuel. Where was it at? Was it a, oh, 13 used. Holy cow. 13 canisters. Okay. Yeah, we might be hurting after this. Alright, nice. Okay. I don't know if we'll make it back, but we'll get close.
You have until I get bored to give us what we want.
You started it, just remember that. I figured I didn't want to wait for you to get bored.
You can try and run.
Up. Where?
Enemy's got a beat on us.
I wasn't trying to run anywhere. And look, I got more ship fuel. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we want to jump in Shinar Outpost. I'm gonna get up real quick here. Then we're gonna come over here, refuel. Then I'm gonna I'm gonna make my way down here. That's the exit, but then there it is. Ship optimization, and then we want to do miscellaneous. Cargo management, hull, nope. What is it? Engine, thruster, fuel, optimized subsystem. So, oh, that's not the one I want. Okay, turn, booster, afterburn, engine accelerator, nope. Here it is. Optimize. Fuel per jump decreased by 10%. All right, let's do that. Boom. So we used, so it's optimized. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's head on out. We want to go investigate over here. All right. What I'm going to do, gravity is 0.67, so that's not. Hey, look, animals. All right. So what we're gonna do, because I want to show this off a little bit. All right, so we need to go that way. So that means these two, the other two, kind of run. Do you see up there where it's iron added, right? So what happens is as you drive past mineral places, you're actually just picking these up and are getting added to the cargo bay on your vehicle. grab those things too. All right, let's go in here and check this place out. Yep, everybody made it. Okay. All right. Start with Tavat's ship's coordinates. Telemetry data of last known coordinates. Radio transmission are received at light speed and data may not reflect current location. All right, so Hawking. All right, engine status okay. Navigation computer okay. The challenge of developing on a barely habitable planet is one that the team at Project Shinar are willing and exciting to undertake. The studies and results that come from this experiment will no doubt pave the way for future exploration. Okay, Shinar. And it came to pass as the descendants of Noah journey from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Noah's Ark was said to land in the mountains of Ararat, and from there the descendants traveled eastward to the plains of Shinar, and so we have named our own small settlement Shinar in honor of that ancient trek. I've joked with Bernhard that if this were truly an ark of biblical proportions, we would have left him at home and brought animals instead. He didn't disagree that we made the wrong choice. The crop yield this season was not ideal, and we've been relying mostly on imports. Dr. Costas says there's been changes with the soil we didn't anticipate that have affected the vegetation across the biome. Hunting and scavenging isn't the best option given where we positioned our outpost. We've tried not to disrupt the local ecology, and there isn't much fauna to speak of anyway. As expected of a BH planet, we rely mostly on supplies delivered from the outside and gradually wean ourselves off this in the coming months. It feels a bit like asking your parents for more money when you're supposed to be out on your own, but thankfully we've got enough funding with this project that we can afford to fudge the timeline a little. Still, if this is truly going to live up to the Noah's Ark name, then eventually we will need the settlement to be self-sustaining and keep contact to a minimum. Crash landing. A ship crash landed to the west of here this morning. It went out with a. We sent out a few folks to check the wreckage to see if there was any survivors. Apparently, there was one. A merchant by the name of Hal Caruso. For now, we've left him to recover in the medical tent, but a couple of the community members question his story. According to them, the dates and anecdotes don't seem to line up. Bernard says after a crash like that, he'd be lucky to know his own name. I'm inclined to agree. Even if he isn't who he says he is, I think we should give him a chance. Why? It's the right thing to do. We'll be holding council later tonight to discuss the matter. I will let everyone know where we stand on the matter. All right, Crusoe is still on the mend, but he's well enough to walk at least, and so I offered to give him a tour of the outpost and its facilities. We told him that he was welcome to stay as long as he liked, but that supplies were limited due to issues with the farm and that a ship would be coming soon. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but that seemed to catch his attention. Overall, he expressed gratitude for the aid. Okay. I think, yeah, it's gone. The ship, the supplies, everything we had stored for the month, the tracking system we have on the ship says it grav jumped off world this morning while we were all asleep. The others are saying Crusoe stole it all. How could I have been so naive? Hold on. Where in the world? I can't tell which one I'm on. The end. Most of the team have been given the lethal. Wait a minute, what? Where am I at? Come on, man. All right, supply issue. See, it's not highlighting. Then we got crash landing. The end. Maybe it's doing it automatically for me. Most of the team have been given the lethal injection and have been laid to rest. Only a few of us remain. The others gave us both consent to consume the bodies, but after doing so, I felt wretched inside. I feel wretched inside, as if my cowardice has taken what little humanity I have left. So I've chosen to meet the end on my terms, with the only tool I have left to use is my mentor's gun, the gift they gave me as a good luck charm. I want to say something pithy, some final goodbye that resonates to everyone reading this, but the reality is I have no hope to give. Instead, I'll just say what I feel in bold black paint. Scout team was sent out, haven't returned. In addition to the ship and the vehicle, Crusoe stole all our weapons, our charts, and navigation equipment, and so we're helpless out here. Without food and water, we won't last long. People are talking about alternative solutions. I pray to God we don't have to consider them. All right, so the other members are saying, right? Crusoe still on the men. Yep. Okay. And I suppose the gun we just took out of there is the one he was using. Somehow he managed to put it back in the case after shooting himself. Or they managed to put it back after shooting themselves. Pharmaceutical lab. Shinar audio report number 3.
Been 3 days since we were left for dead. A few went out in search of food and water, but haven't returned. Dehydration symptoms have started to set in for all of us. Fatigue, dizziness. I recognize that outside of a miracle,
soil samples prove our existing crops on this planet will be difficult to grow, but that was the intent when this particular biome was chosen. This is the challenge taken up by our team to prove such a planet can be colonized. Our survival will depend on the bright minds of the scientists here, many of whom are the best in their field. Thankfully, tight roping. We are tight roping with a net. The monthly supply drops are the supply drops will give us a chance to ease into this slowly. Dr. Gunye. With our supplies gone, we have to convert the lab into a medical tent. There's already talk of lethal injection, but an inventory check shows we don't have the ingredients to make suitable barbiturate, paralytic, and potassium solution. Not that notwithstanding, the consequences of dehydration will be much worse, and so many have opted to choose the injection we've synthesized. Those that remain will have a difficult choice. Dr. Gunye. Carted off and buried my friends, too many. Some of the others have agreed to be consumed so that we might live, and we buried their bones after the business was done. Draining the blood, preparing the meat, it was gruesome, ugly business. But we're alive, even still. The toil has not gone unnoticed. I'm worried about Simon's mental health. Dr. Kleber. Kleber?
What's happening? What's wrong? It's Caruso. He's taken everything. The ship. Our supplies. What about the food storage? The water? It's gone, Bernard. All of it. When is the next supply run? Home base will notice if we don't check in. We won't get a resupply in time. He waited until we restocked before making his move. Don't you see? There is no way out from this. No, we will find a way to survive. Trust me, we will.
Crash landed at this place called Shinar Outpost. The people are friendly, patched me up. Didn't ask too many questions at first, but now folks are starting to get curious. I've tried to keep my ties a secret, but the holes in the ship tell a different story. Won't be able to keep up the facade for long. That's okay. A supply ship is coming in soon. It's my ticket out. There's a tracking device on the ship, but I'll make sure I'm not followed. There's another audio thing here in the camp. I want to find that before we leave. Did I miss it in this room here? It's not like it's not highlighted. Let's hold on. See, Shinar audio recordings 2 and 3. So unless one is with Crusoe, I'm kind of suspecting it to be here, or expecting it to all three buildings. Wait, let me look. Okay. Where's this thing pointing to? So it's not pointing anywhere in particular. Probably because it's not even on the planet, to tell you the truth. But what I would have suspected is for it to point to the ship and, basically want me to get on the ship and navigate to where it is. Where are we? A man named Bernard told me about a refugee camp that was left to starve by a pirate named Crusoe. I've investigated the camp and located the last known coordinates of the stolen ship, the Tavat. Let's go get our rover. All that just to not run over. Oops. All right, let's get in here and let's go find this Tavat. right here. Well, incursion moving. Major incursion. All right. Well, as soon as we're done here, we're gonna go hit one of those. What's going on here? See, now that's not okay. That's not okay that it ganked us.
Hold up, stranger. This outpost belongs to the citizens of New Babylon. State your business, or kindly leave.
I'm looking for a man named Caruso.
You mean Big Hal? Well, any friend of his is a friend of ours. Head on through. You'll find him in the back, helping out with the water pump. Can't miss him. He's the one with the grimace.
Alright. I am starving. I might have to do something real quick here. Let's see. First thing, I'm gonna eat one of those. Some Bart's chili. Drink one of those and drink one of those. We should be good. But what I am gonna do is this. I'm going to save. I'm gonna overwrite that. And then, do you hear that noise? I'm gonna reload. I might need to shut down altogether because I still hear it going. Yeah, he's still going. Okay. So as soon as this loads back in, then I'm gonna have to shut it all and restart because it's not going away. All right, be back. All right, we're loading back in. Anger someone you shouldn't have? Leave the area for a day. Though if you had a high bounty, local guards will still remember what you did. Nice to know. Let's go talk to this guy.
They look fine.
Do I know you, friend?
This thing is so stupid.
Well, you don't. We have business to discuss.
Oh, I think you have the wrong man. I'm just a farmer.
People of Shinar Outpost would say otherwise.
Suffice to say, you have a lot to answer for.
Wait. Not here. Not in front of the boy. Follow me. You mentioned Shinar. I regret what happened there.
Oh, you regret?
Rather not have this conversation in front of the others. Not yet. This outpost has been through a lot from even before I came here, but as you can see, it's starting to thrive. Up ahead is the community center. We should have some privacy there. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not here to fight you, Hunter. But before you take me in, I just want to say my piece.
Go on. Speak.
The truth is, I've been waiting for you. Yes, I am the one who left Shinar to die. My crimes are many, and without redemption. But I don't fear death, Hunter. My blood is rancid, my bones rotten. If you seek my life, well, then you'll be disappointed. There's no life left to take.
Well, look, if you wish to repent, you should turn yourself into the authorities.
In due time, but not yet. The others in this outpost, they depend on me. For them, my absence will be an expensive purchase. And for their sake, I will not yield.
What will happen to the outpost if you leave?
I can solve the short-term problems, but there are long-term issues at play. I had hoped to correct them, but your arrival has changed the timeline.
It sure has. I'm thinking you got some sort of proposition then?
I do. My terms are as follows. In exchange for my submission, I would like you to help me resolve some pressing issues here. When that work is done, I will turn myself in, or end my life. Whatever the people decide.
What do you mean, let the people decide?
The blood on my hands is thick. It would not be fair to leave such a decision to any one person. I would put it to a vote. Let the people of New Babylon know my crimes, and be my judge.
All right.
Good. Then let me explain what comes next. When I arrived here, I found a place in dire straits. It's better now, but there's still work to be done. Repairs are needed, physically and emotionally. I will need your help with both.
Physically and emotionally?
Yes, people can be broken just as easily as any machine. For the outpost to survive, it will need all its parts mended.
All right, where do we start?
Of course, I have a list.
Of course.
For one, I'd like to automate some of the work here. To do that, we need to fix the Model A unit by the junkyard. Second, we need to restore this place of worship. We can solve a lot of social issues through sermon and prayer.
Why do you need the robot?
Human labor is costly. There are a number of processes we need to automate. There is a utility robot at the junkyard that could alleviate a lot of issues, but it's lacking a power cell.
If I had the materials, I could craft.
I had a similar thought. The junkyard might have the parts, but the magnet is hooked up to the same power source. You'll need to talk to Ivica, the supply coordinator. I've been trying to convince him to shift around the outpost's power distribution with little luck. Maybe you'll be able to sway him.
We can't make any promises, but we'll see.
At this point, that's all I can ask for.
Why is Ivica against the robot?
He fears losing his job, but the robot's a tool. It's not meant to replace him.
And what about the place of worship?
I have a plan, but let's handle the matter of the robot first.
And what will you be doing while I'm doing this?
Making my rounds. There's much to do besides the tasks I gave you. Recently, I've been acting as the outpost leader, with Zaina retiring.
Now, what happened at Shinar?
Not right now. Let's finish the work first.
Just don't get any cute ideas.
I don't blame you if you have doubts. When cornered, it's a man's natural inclination to run. But that will not serve the people here.
Why is Xena retiring?
It's her time. She's older and would like to return home. The outpost has voted me as her successor. That will have to change. I'll be around if you have other questions.
All right. So before we get cracking on that kind of stuff, where's my ship? Right there. How? Is that stealing or not? It's worth a lot of money. Ooh. Zoom. Zoom. That's Sasha. Well. Guess you're wondering how I know that, right? Alright, so first things first. Oops, wrong one. Alright, down here. Alright, so we got a major incursion into the void. Acquired Terran black boxes. 3 of them. Alright. Show on map. How far away is it? Strict is that far. Alright, yeah, so that's the one. Alright. Can't do that. I was just checking. Because with real fuel installed, you have to be and of course I hit the wrong button. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the fact that you got up here before I did. Okay. I think that was our last 3 containers. Might not. Probably couldn't get us. I didn't mean to ram them. Just time to add another. Didn't want to run through them. Dang blasted. feel like we're moving at all. Taking a moment to rev up. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. See how it felt like we were like hung up? Yeah, we are hung up. I don't know what's happening. Oh, great. The game has crashed. Alright. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. Like I said, this acceleration thing, so daggone slow. Okay. Velocity disruption, emergency deceleration. Emergency deceleration. Good. We run into what we. Oh, what's this? Xeno warfare field. Emergency deceleration. Oh, the Trade Authority platform. That's not a. You know what that did? We just called it Trade Authority. Don't really need much.
Trade Authority at your service. Looking for something?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's trade.
Plenty on offer, if your credits are good.
I bet. Oh, you're just offering resources and you don't have helium. What the frick, man? You could at least be looking to. Oh, shoot. Oh. Oh, they don't have anything. God dang, man. All right, peace. I got places to be, people to see, things to do. Why am I further away? It's like whatever's happening here is just. I think it's broken. I really do. Get out of there. Ship. Autopilot. A trade vessel made a. We're gonna hit this one first, okay? Then we'll look it up. Bet. Kill him.
If the Terrans think size matters, they're about to learn otherwise.
There we go.
Wait.
Okay, I think that's everyone. Okay. Strangely put together ship, but okay. That way. Yep. Alright, well. Okay, how much money I have? That will dictate a lot. Ooh. Ooh. Ever so close. Alright, here we go. that is the Terran ship. Looks actually pretty cool. Right? We'll go back to our own. Just in case it was still free. For the next battle. And actually, I think we will be switching to... That's Bloodthirsty. Where is the Saboteur? The Enforcer. This isn't the ship we were just on, is it? I don't remember now. It has to be though. Mistakes were made.
Scanning.
You've got nothing, nothing!
Required authorization. Alright, we gotta unload. Alright. That's what their spacesuit, Armada spacesuit looks like. have to loot them because we went back. We gotta do them all. Sure, we're not missing that. Yeah. That's very important.
Now I got you!
Reestablish visual on
Warning, damage received.
Dogfight is an actual. Oh yeah. All right. Got our second authorization code. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Ooh.
possible derivatives. Catastrophic damage.
Oh, there's food on you. Come on, don't tell me I can't get those. Risked everything. Risked everything to come back there for those. Oh dang. Or 10A. I'm sorry, did we wake you? That was my bad.
Catastrophic. Requires immediate target losses. System dynamics exposed during the
It is a fact that my firepower exceeds yours.
X-Tech?
Badly for you.
Who's she talking? Nope, not yet. Not yet. We need to get the black box first.
It is unwise to remain hostile towards us.
Is that Delta? All right, luxurious space helmet, luxurious spacesuit. Hey, and then refined reactor. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. More X-Tech. And
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Exit immediately or risk fatal harm.
okay. Okay. Alright, that looks like fun. Okay.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Where did the guy go? Were we in here?
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Please evacuate to a minimum safe distance.
No, I can't. Who's gonna pass up on the phone? A little celebratory before we leave. Wrong place, wrong time. See you.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Evacuation underway.
Now, what if we're not going in there already? Wouldn't that suck? think it's saying.
Wonder where this will all lead. Until later.
Yeah, later. Can you there's X right there. The grab jammer has proven to be a very effective device so far.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. All personnel must evacuate.
Let's hope it.
We are taking Terrans malfunction.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been released. Evacuation underway.
Which way do I go?
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Evacuation underway.
Big ship. Hey, look at that. All right, wait for the self-destruct.
Good. Now let's get out of here.
I don't want to do another. Show me. How far away is it? Why is it not working? Signal, emergency distress. What are you doing? What the fuck? Okay, so apparently. Oh my god. You've not explored every system along this route. Holy cow. That's a route and a half. What's this one? Why couldn't I go there? All right. Interstellar travel not available. We may not have enough fuel. I don't know. This gets to be. I don't think we have to talk to Delta. Alright, we're igniting. Yeah, something's going on here. It's stuck. Interstellar travel is not available. I don't know why it's not available. That's one of the things. You know what? Here's how we're gonna play this. Is I'm gonna say F you. See, real fuel sometimes is awesome. I'm not gonna say awesome, but it's cool to have, right? But then, like right now, we don't have any clue as to why Interstellar is being prevented. And I don't know if it's real fuel that's stopping it, but I don't want to take the chance. So the only thing I can do with it is to say screw you, right? So now when we go back, we gotta let it update a little bit, but our ship will eventually do whatever. I don't know. Real fuel is disabled. So right now I should be able to go in here, tell it to set course, but it's not. So something is freaking causing us an issue. So I'm gonna back out. We're gonna try going in here one more time. I'm just gonna go to star map. It's stuck. I don't know why it wants to keep showing us this one freaking planet. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just say FU, set course, travel. Interplanetary travel is not. So something is wrong. Something is stuck. It just gets annoying after a while. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna say at least we find that it's not the real fuel, but at least that's one last thing we have to worry about. Let me talk to Delta.
Auxiliary.
All right, never mind. So like right now, I don't know. Aside from rebooting, I mean, literally, that's the only other thing we can do right now. Because we're travel to location near Vern. So you can see we got one done, and then we got a lot of other stuff that we can do. We got one of the 3 black boxes that we need to get. Seems like the black boxes are only going to happen when we are in the necessary system. So the problem is right now is I think it really is just me restarting the game, right? And because I just think it's just glitched out on us. Taking the real fuel out right now, I'm just removing some, like, what if it was causing an issue, a potential issue. But you can see it's cool, but it's tedious after a while too. And it really isn't necessary, you know what I mean? But maybe eventually we'll get back to it and if we try to figure out, and turn it back on. But for now, it doesn't necessarily need to be on. What we really got to figure out is what's making this kind of unstable. Because this is like the second or third time that it's glitched out while we're trying to do some stuff. And hopefully it's not a mod that's been added or something like that that's causing it, but we'll see. So until next time, remember next time I think we're gonna hit one more excursion when we come back. We're gonna hit one more major incursion. Then we're gonna try to go. Then we're gonna go back to Hawking and do a couple of things, and then try to wrap up that whole thing with Hal, with Crusoe, and then maybe do another incursion, and then head back to the other place and let the doc know, and then let both the doc and Bernard know what's going on. And also, I think we had done one other thing for someone there too, to let them know. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.